What up? Welcome to the show, OneZhiphop.
What's
How you doing,
going
man?
down?
Just
I'm
chilling.
doing okay, bro. I'm really glad you got me on here, man. I only know like two people from LA right now. One of them happens to be family, my aunt.
Oh, dope, dope. Well, you're gonna have to get to know some more people out here. There's a lot of people out here.
I would love that. The other one is shout out my brother Gmo Ski. If you ever watch this, my man, he just signed to Magic Ninja Entertainment for the second time.
Yeah,
I love that dude, man. That's my bro right
yeah.
there.
He's up in the Bay. He's 6 hours north of us. But yeah, fucking Gmo's the man for sure. Shout out to him for sure.
Oh shit, I guess I'm thinking California,
Well,
not just LA. My
California,
bad
California
on
is a
me.
big ass state, man.
Yeah, I've still never been to the Redwoods.
Oh, you got to go, man. It's beautiful. It's one of my top three places that I've ever been to in the world. Probably like top one or two for sure.
All right, big bet, man. Okay, I'll take that recommendation on you.
Yeah, absolutely. Go out there. It's great. Go out there for a weekend camp. I'd say avoid San Francisco right now because apparently, I guess there's all sorts of robberies going on. If you have a car, if someone's going to
San
break in.
Francisco?
Yeah, San Francisco, everyone's cars getting broken into. People are leaving their windows and their car doors open so that people won't break their windows and shit.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
different. All right, we got that
Yeah.
same thing in Colorado, honestly.
Okay. Okay. So you're from Denver.
I'm originally from Wisconsin, so it's Denver by way of
Okay.
Wisconsin.
Okay. Okay. So how long you been in Denver for?
I've been in Denver since I was 6 years old. I turned 30 this year. Fucking dirty 30, baby.
All right.
But
I'm right behind you there, man. I got it coming up in April. So
I'll see. There you go. But
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
out here since I was six. And I don't know, man. I went to a bunch of different schools. I've been to a public school, private school, and an alternative school.
Okay.
I hated school.
All right. All right. Well, so I guess there's no way to separate your music from your life because I listened to it and that shit fucking you're okay. Look, I started listening to your music probably like a week ago.
Okay,
And because we became friends on Facebook at some point over the last month or so, maybe.
I
And
believe it.
I saw you posting a couple videos of you rapping, and I was like, dude, this guy's got bars. So I checked out your Spotify, and goddamn, dude, when I say goosebumps, bro, fucking goosebumps. Like the June, what is it? The June, what is it? Just
June
remind
bugging.
June bugging. I wanted to say June gloom, but that's not it. But June bugging, fucking goosebumps the whole fucking time, man, for reals. Like, and then if I'm not having goosebumps, just straight stank face or just straight like
My man.
the fucking skits. I'm sorry, I'm pulling up the names of on Ground Zero. The
Man,
skits on that
that's
shit had me
yeah.
rolling, dog. For
Yeah, that was my
reals.
first project, and I really want to get back to doing skits, man. Like that's
Yeah.
one of my more fun part projects. God, I can't even talk right now. Fuck, you got me on some shit. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
No, of course, of course. I was, refreshing my mind today and trying to catch up on everything. There's a couple singles I still haven't listened to yet, but man, like for real, fucking props, absolute props, dude. You're a killer on the mic.
Much love. That means a lot from you coming out from the city of angels. You know what I mean?
No, of course, of course. So, like, I was like, the reason what got me into that is it's hard to separate your music from your real life. So let's talk about art. If art imitates life and life imitates art, like, what was your life like growing up, and what got you into hip hop and like into all that?
Well, man, check it out. I grew up freaking adopted from both parents. If you ever look at my Spotify song "Food for Thought," that's right
Mhm.
up there. And I was adopted both parents at the age of 2 months old. So I don't know my birth parents. Never met my birth parents, and honestly, I don't want to. I don't know what kind of stuff that they're going to bring to my life. I have my peace. I have my mom and dad. Luckily, thank the one above. So I'm really happy about that. But it's led me down a road of definite uncertainty, definite just rejection. I have dealt with a lot of stuff up and down. A lot of people can relate with that. But when it comes to putting it in my music and how it relates to me, I don't know, like my past is what I try to talk about. And
Mhm.
I don't know, it's the best experience. And if I can tell my story about it, then hopefully it can help somebody else for sure. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
was tumultuous growing up, but I mean, my mom and dad were split by the time I was six. So I came up from a, divorced family,
Mhm.
broken home, you could say. And yeah, it was rough. My mom's white, my dad's black. So that put a lot of different things. I was called an Oreo growing up,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, man. It was rough. It was rough.
Okay, so you spent most of your time growing up in Denver or surrounding areas of Denver?
A lot of it was in Denver. But
Okay.
I have lived in Lakewood, Aurora,
Okay.
Golden. Funny enough, Cherry Creek. Y'all probably won't believe me, but Cherry Creek, which
Okay,
that's
okay.
that's that's like rich white man's land, man. My mom had a really good job at that point, so she cashed in. You
Hell
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
So
definitely. So
yeah.
talk about what was it like growing up in when did you start rapping? Let's start there. Let's start there.
Damn, I'm gonna fucking hate myself for this. But if you look up the show on YouTube, Tons of 420, TONSOF 420, that was the first YouTube channel I ever had.
Mhm.
And funny enough, ICP taught me that in the what is it? It's the song The Sampler. I want to say instead of putting out an actual like tape for like a teaser for the Wraith, they put out the sampler. And
Mhm.
this fool Violent J said, if you know what's so dope, you should make it yourself and quit fucking judging every fucking body else. And when I
Mhm.
heard that, I was like, you know what? I have all these opinions on Tech Nine and Crooked Eye and Lil Wayne and Eminem and all these other people. You know what? I'm gonna write my own rap. And the first rap I ever made on YouTube is on Tons of 420.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
My God, dude, I was what, 14, 13?
Okay.
Yeah, I was 14, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So we started probably around the same time then. Maybe you had probably a couple years on me as far as recording. That's when I started spitting. Um,
Oh, well, I started recording officially when I was 18. My mom
oh, okay.
realized I wasn't going to college and she bought me a mic.
Okay. So yeah, then yeah, we're probably like exactly around the same time then. Shit. So did you when did you start telling people that you were a rapper?
When I was 18. As
Okay.
soon as I got that mic in my house, bro, I had the home studio. I was one of the coolest kids on the block.
All right, all right. I feel that for sure. Fucking A, man. I remember having, all the kids from high school coming over. We'd be doing ciphers on the fucking microphone,
Yup.
smoking weed in my mom's backyard and shit, man. So it's like I know.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, so I know how it is, man. I know how it is. Shit. Okay, so what I know Ground Zero was your first album on there. Did you have any other like mixtapes or other projects that you put out prior to that?
Absolutely. If you go
Okay.
onto my SoundCloud and you look up Saint Jazz, SAINT and JAZ, that was my first SoundCloud. And I had actually two different, wow, hold up. That's probably like four different mixtapes. I was just recording in my room with like the little it was a Mac computer that was all in one. And so I
Hmm.
put a little piece of tape over the camera and then I rapped over the beat that was playing out loud. And yeah, that's where all this started, man. And
Hell yeah, man.
yeah, that's where I originally started. Time Delay Volume 1 and 2. Then
Okay.
there was another one. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Um, yeah, fuck it's I love having these sharing these stories, man, because fucking I it's so that's exactly like basically how I started off also. I was ripping beats off of YouTube, rapping on a fucking MacBook. My very first microphone was the Rock Band microphone. We put a sock on top of it as a windscreen and called it the
My
soccerphone.
man, the soccerphone.
The
I love it.
soccerphone.
I love it.
Yeah, shit's funny as fuck, man. Okay, so when did you know you were gonna start taking rap more seriously?
Holy shit.
Like serious and start, you know, like doing what you're doing now.
It's kind of a long one. I
Yeah, no,
hope you in
I'm
for it.
here. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Okay, so man, so I started out with this group, Intelligent Design, and we got a lot of notoriety at our like it's the local hip hop venue. Like every fucking state has one, you know what I mean? Or every sometimes one or two. But our local hip hop venue, we finally made a name for ourselves. You know, we sold a lot of tickets. We were on all these shows. I know the owner and I know the booking people. And by that time, this guy actually introduced me to meth. And I actually had a meth addiction shortly after we got together as a group. And I had that for about 3 years. And it was probably, man, even on top of that. So I reconnected with him and a couple other people that I used to know in my past. And among that was my boy Tony. And my boy Tony actually wanted to slump me. He wanted to fucking knock me out when he first met me because he rode so hard for my homie who I had separated with. And when we all had a group called Drag 'em Out Back Boys, and it was basically that Vinny Paz self-titled outer space, freaking that hardcore punch you in the face East Coast type shit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And we we made that, and it was a tape that, like, yo, no one in Colorado had heard shit like that. We had magic. We had literal magic in a bowl. And these dudes just didn't see the vision like me and Tony did. And we had some shit go left at a certain show, and we just split. But me and Tony got together. And so now me and him are empty skies. And when we sold 75 tickets to the ISO show here in Colorado last
Mhm.
year, I knew we had something. You know,
Oh
I
yeah.
took it a little seriously about 2 years ago when I started making merch. I started making my solo stuff, but it wasn't popping. But with this empty skies stuff, like, I've
Mhm.
taken it way more seriously in the last probably year than I have my entire career.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. I I dig that for sure. You said he sold 75 tickets. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, we're talking King ISO, Strange Music, Get
Yeah.
Well Soon tour, baby. That 75 tickets we got on the marquee right next to Table, The Truth, and C Mob. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
we was right up there with them, bro. They
Fuck
gave us
yeah.
love, bro. They saw our set. They said that we dope. You know, that's one of the coolest moments of my whole life, man. Shout out King ISO, Table, The Truth, C
Mhm.
Mob, Strange Music. You already know.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, man. Congrats on that. That's fucking it's a lot of tickets to sell, man. There's a lot of people out there who struggle to sell 20 tickets, you know what I mean? So fucking
Oh yeah,
good job.
we went back 3 times, and they're just like, God damn. And I'm like, yeah, take us seriously, you know?
For sure, for sure. Okay, so since you brought it up, and I'm sorry, I haven't heard your group music yet. So which
That's okay.
tell me and the audience the name of the group again.
So our name is Empty Skies. That's SKYZE. Empty Skies is
Okay.
the name that I'm going to be taking way more seriously, and I'm going to be focusing a lot of my energy on. We have a bunch of music videos out there. You can Google us, you can look on YouTube. And our first tape was actually last year, and it was called Full Eclipse. And it was, I'm pretty sure it was like 5, 6 tracks.
Mhm.
And man, I'll tell you what, that's some of the most like melodic boom baps, punch you in the face
Hell
type
yeah.
music that you ever can hear. And
Fuck
it
yeah.
represents Colorado beautifully, and there's nothing else like us in the state.
Hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to check it out after this then because that's the shit I love, man. So
Please do. Our single is Ivory Swords, man. I'm pretty sure you'll like it.
absolutely, absolutely. So what are some of your inspirations?
Of course, Vinny Paz, but then I'm gonna go back way, way back, and we're gonna talk about Master P. Then we're gonna talk about MC8, which, you
Okay.
know, I
Hmm.
turned on to MC8 way late. But then we're gonna talk about Nas and AZ. You know what
Okay.
I mean? And then to give it up to self-titled Outer Space, Stoop the Enemy of Mankind. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Like, oh man, all these legends help.
Yeah.
I can't forget One Below and Crooked Eye. I can't. King
Yeah.
Crooked. Shout
Yeah.
out if you ever see this. One Below you too.
Fuck yeah. I met his son at a show the other day.
You met who?
Crooked Eye's son.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was just at a show. I was handing out.
Oh my god.
I performed a show the other day, and I was handing out CDs. And he was like, "Oh yeah, my dad will like this. I like that. He likes that like old school type of hip hop." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, like what kind of music does your dad like?" He's like, "Oh, my dad's." He like mumbled something under his breath. I was like, "What was that?" He's like, "Oh, my dad's Crooked Eye." You know. I was like, "How do you just like low key just drop that on me, like, bro? Like,
Oh my god, bro! Like,
it's
yo,
super."
COB has been my shit
Mhm.
for since longer than I can remember. That 2018 cipher they dropped was
Yeah.
absolutely nuts, bro. Freaking, I listened to Slaughterhouse album multiple
Hmm.
times. Like Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse album. I
Hmm.
freaking cried when that shit came on. Oh my god, bro!
Yeah.
Crooked. I'm a Crooked Eye super fan. I ain't even gonna lie.
I could see that. I could see that for sure. Absolutely. When I was listening to your music, you know who you kind of reminded me of?
If you say Nas, I swear to God.
Well, Nas is actually a really fucking good one, but I kept getting like cannabis.
Woo! I haven't heard that one before. Okay, okay, I
Yeah,
like that.
because I used to listen to a lot of cannabis and yeah, I like your storytelling and stuff like that really reminded me of that. So yeah.
Damn, I really appreciate that, man. I've been called Nas, Tech Nine. Someone called me, my dude from New Zealand called me KRS the other
Okay.
week. And
Okay.
I was like, damn, all right, man. God damn. All right. I really appreciate like
Yeah.
that kind of compliment for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Fucking I love that storytelling shit, man. You got that shit in the pocket for sure.
Did you
Um
listen to Red, White, and Bruised?
uh I let me think. Let me see. I'm
That was
looking
off
at
of
my notes.
Junebug, and I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I heard of the whole thing of June. The thing is, when I listen to stuff, I put it on and I take a walk, or I'll be doing stuff while I'm listening to it. I'll be driving or something like that. So I don't know all the song names yet, but I know all the sounds and I know all the fucking
My man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, so I've definitely heard it because I listened to the whole thing.
Hell yeah. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah, absolutely. And that, yeah, like I said, that whole record, fucking goosebumps, man. Let me pull that back up. Actually, Red One. Yeah, okay. All of those were
I had
fucking good, man. The Bulldog and the Star though, like almost brought a tear to my eye. That one was fucking. That one had me twisted up.
I miss my boys, man. I really do, man. Tyler Starr, I only knew when I
Mm-hmm.
was like a young boy before I got kicked out of my first school. I was
Mm-hmm.
only like, man, I was like 13, 14. That fool killed himself at the age of 16. And yeah, like for real, that and it's hard. And my boy Jay, I don't really know what happened. We think it was sleep apnea. He just didn't wake up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He just stopped breathing. He was fine, kicking it, no health problems, and then just gone.
Yeah, that sleep apnea shit will creep up on people, man.
I never knew that. Like I thought
Yeah.
sleep apnea was like honestly, like I'm gonna sound terrible for everyone who listens to this, but I thought it was a joke for a long time. I was like, oh, these fat people have a hard time breathing. You know what I mean? And I felt terrible about it when I found out like it was a real thing.
Well,
You know,
let me tell you a story. I know for a fact that I got it and I suffer from this shit. And I need a sleep apnea machine or I need to go to the sleep doctor or something about it. But a while ago I had a dream. And have you ever had like a lucid dream before where you like you're dreaming and shit?
at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay, so this is one of those times where I was having a lucid dream. And this one trips me out still to this day, but I was like the dream is I was at my old high school and I was like, wait, why the fuck am I at high school? I'm like fucking 27 or some shit like that. Why am I at high school right now? And that's when I realized I'm in a fucking dream. And I was like, oh shit, I'm in a dream. I'm gonna do a bunch of cool shit. So I was jumping around trying to flip cars over and
Hell
like
yeah.
on some
Hell yeah.
incredible Hulk shit. And then all of a sudden, this lady giving me the death stare right in my eyes, choking me out, and like I couldn't move, and I woke up choking on my tongue, bro. Like no fucking shit. I was like, if I didn't wake up, I probably would have suffocated in my sleep that night.
Let me ask you, how does choking on your tongue feel? Like, does your tongue fall back? I've never understood. Is your tongue super
From
long
Yeah, your
or
tongue
like,
your tongue goes all the way down into your throat.
okay,
Yeah, like the length of your tongue starts from the front and all the way down to your throat. I don't know where it ends exactly, but it goes down pretty fucking far. And what happens is when you are asleep, your tongue can go completely like fucking like dead, like limp.
like limp?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like your tongue itself won't fall back into your throat, but I think that something about it starts to just blocks the air passage because it's limp. And I think it
God
happens.
damn,
It
bud.
it happens when you either are sleeping a certain way or sleeping on your back or something like that. Because I was sleeping on my back that night when it happened, but like like I mean, I was asleep, so I couldn't tell you the exact way that it felt, but like I was looking into it for a few days afterwards, and like it had all the same like symptoms of choking on your tongue in your sleep. So
That's wild, man. I've
yeah,
always wondered about that with people with like seizures and shit. Like, oh, he's gonna swallow his tongue. I'm like, what?
yeah,
So yeah, that makes
I don't get
sense.
it either, but yeah, it's fuck that shit was wild, man. But like that shit's no joke for sure.
Shit, I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks, man.
Shit. God damn.
Yeah, so I got to be careful as fuck when I do that. But
All right, you get me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Not to throw the fucking story off, but I just
Nah, you good, bro. I like storytelling. I like swapping stories, man.
yeah, that's what we're here for.
Absolutely, bro. Liquid Death, by the way, fire.
Man, I quit drinking. Well, quit drinking. I only drink on like birthday parties or if I'm out at like a show or something. But this shit I mean, they don't fucking pay me, they don't endorse me, but these fucking liquid death fucking teas, man, have helped me so much
So hold
with
on, I'm gonna do something real quick.
yeah, yeah,
Liquid Death, sponsor this man.
yeah. For
All
reals.
right.
Um, but that shit has helped me like quit drinking so much, man, because I was drinking way too much. So these things have saved my life in a way.
Good, man. I'm actually trying to stop drinking 100%. By the way, can I drink on your stream? On your
Oh, you can drink, you can cuss, you can smoke, do whatever.
All right, bet. I had this beer right here and I was really
Oh
wondering.
no, no, no! I should have mentioned that. And this show is raunchy. It's explicit. I don't give a fuck here, man. It's what we do. You know, it's late night comedy, late night fucking talk show,
I was gonna
basically.
say ULA folks have like modesty is not like your first nature, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, it goes both ways. You know, we got some crazy people, but we also got people that are like super fucking prudent about everything in life. But
I've actually been told that like this is what is it people say out here? Oh, Colorado.
Colorado, is that
I
Denver?
just Colorado, man. We've had so many
Oh,
people from California come here because of the weed, and they
oh, for
bring their
sure.
culture, and then they bring like their artistry, they bring their music and everything with them. And like, there's bumper stickers out here that say CALI-RADO, Colorado.
Mhm.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
so many people have moved from California, man, either because the housing prices, because their industry moved to like Texas, or because of the weed in Colorado, or
Oh,
whatever,
you ain't
man. Like,
lying.
so many people moved out. I know a bunch of people who moved up to Oregon and Washington just because they couldn't afford it out here. But it's just like, you know,
Well,
it's
how? Okay,
crazy.
yo, this is a little personal, but how much is your rent? I'll tell you mine.
I don't pay rent.
Oh man, fucking jealous. I'm
I get,
paying 20.
yeah.
I'm
Go ahead.
paying 2,200 for a townhouse right now, where the doors are made of cardboard.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, our condo's nice. I guess I'm gonna name drop just because it's, you know, Joker, the
Like
two R's.
Jokerr. I love that
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Even if he is a shitty human being, I like him.
He's not a shitty human being. He's my best friend. We're roommates. He pays the bills. I work for him and live here full time. So that's
Wait,
why my rent's free.
are you serious?
Absolutely, 100%.
You're not like, hold on, bro. Hold on. That's one of my favorite artists of all time.
Yeah,
And
he's
I'm
and
talking like he's
he's
right
not a
behind
he's not a
Crocodile.
shitty person either. I could clear that up a million times over. Like,
Are like, no, hold up. You got me all a little starstruck real quick, bro, for real. Like secondhand. I'm sorry. He's a great, amazing artist. I style a lot of my shit off of what he does, but I'm not musically as talented. The man put Swizz in a grave and then sent it to hell, express mail. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how I first heard about him back in like 2012 or whatever. Also, was that song and then the Funk Volume contest in general. But yeah, man, like,
Man, can you help me out and like put him on a stream with me sometime?
I got to see what he's doing. He's got some huge project that he's going
Oh,
on.
I be knowing. I seen his Joker cards.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's got like a full band and shit. So it's like it's been fucking crazy over here lately. But yeah, man, like, I could put in a good word for something and say, like, because you run a stream. What kind of stream do you do?
Honestly, I actually meant just doing a little call with you. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, if I call you back, just have him say what up. Just because I don't know, I'm starstruck, man. I've been listening to that fool, and ever since I have, he's incredible.
I could talk I could talk to him about it sometime and say, hey, like, I had homie over on this podcast and we were talking about music. He's a big fan, you know. I'll try something, but I've had, you know, it's just I can't make any promises. Is all I'm
It's
saying.
okay. I don't even blame
Yeah.
you, bro. I did the same thing with King ISO a few days ago
Hmm.
because like I'm friends with Venom, Stay Dripping, and shout out Venom
Hmm.
and freaking Tabo and C Mob all they know me and shit. So I had someone be like, "Hey, can you tell King ISO to say happy birthday to my friend?" And I'm like, "I can't promise shit, bud." You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? He's 1 degree of separation away from me, but that don't really mean much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's out there. It's out there in the world. But like, I was trying to like keep it like hush for a while, but I've been living with the dude for fucking 2 years now. So it's like, you know,
Okay,
it's
then can you clear some shit up? What happened with that Massive Man diss? Was that like what happened with that whole
what do you
thing?
mean?
I was Massive Man and Massetti dropped that diss against the Joker about like a year ago, I want to say. And it was that big dude
Yeah,
saying that like he can't fucking rap and he screws people over on collabs and his wife kicked him out. That's why he had to move. And I was like,
his
I
wife
don't
didn't kick him
know.
out. His wife left and moved back somewhere else. They separated.
And I won't tell
She
nobody
didn't.
the business. You know what I mean? We
She
can
didn't.
cut
She
this out
didn't.
if you need.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's like he's made a lot of this public, but like, and I'm not going to talk about the situation with his wife, but that's not at all what happened. Um,
Okay.
he hasn't ripped anybody off. It's just, and this is something that's peculiar because, and I was thinking about this earlier actually, um, just in my head because a lot of people ask me this same question because I am friends with Joker. A lot of people ask the same thing, and it's just, you know how many artists there are that could take months to get out a fucking, I'm not going to name any names, but there are a ton of artists that I know that they'll sell a verse and they could take the months to get it out, even like a year or so. I've bought a verse from somebody else that I never received. I've bought verses from people who sent me horrible recordings. I've gotten verses from people who send all of their files as one file, so I can't even mix any of it. I've sent, I've
Yep.
paid good money from people who do all sorts of shit, but for some reason Joker gets shit on because if he's late on sending a verse, or if he's late on paying somebody back, or if he's late on, and the only reason I think this is the case is because he's made so many enemies, dissing so many people. And he's made so many fans pissed off. I think that's the only fucking reason why he catches so much hate over it,
I
when
agree.
so many other artists in the business have done the same fucking thing, that work the same way, operate the same way as him, but he catches the heat.
I agree. I actually know high profile artists right now and people who have worked with them and have said they ain't got their track back until they flew out. You know what I mean? And went to
Mhm.
meet them personally and then they wrote it in front of them, which is super disrespectful.
It
You know
is,
what I
but
mean?
that it's just
So
that's just how it is sometimes though. And some people are busy, and if you're getting a deal for $200 or $300 for a verse when they could be charging 3 times as much, it's like,
that's the truth. If they
you
do
know,
cut a deal, that means you're doing it on their time. I've learned that too.
yeah. So, and not just that, but there are also artists out there who just flat out suck. And then they get a deal on a song. They get a deal on a song, and then they're expecting someone to sit there and write to a shitty song, and it's like how do you tell the person that their song sucks? You know what I mean? It's like,
Honestly, take the Gmo route. The fool listens to the song and then sends your money back if you don't like it.
well, I think Joker does do that, but like I said, I don't, what Joker does with money and other people, I'm not actually involved with. I just know what he tells me and what I see directly. You know what I mean? What I see and what I hear is just about that. He's not operating any different than anyone else. The only thing I notice is that he's made so many enemies by dissing people that, if one dude it has to wait 8 months for a verse from Joker, but then one of Joker's enemies hears about it and is like, oh, but if you bought that verse from me, I would have gotten it in 2 days. You know what I mean? So then this guy's talking in another person's ear, then this person's hearing one thing, and that's really what it comes down to, is people getting into each other's ear, and that's what happened with Massive Man. Someone got into Massive Man's ear who was pissed off about money, and then Massive Man said, okay, well, I'm gonna jump on this and make a song about it. And then Massetti was in the same position as me at one point.
Man, that Worst Enemy by Joker. God damn, bro. I thought he was talking about Massetti, at least I think he was. Where he's talking about narcissists and all that shit. Like
Which one was Worst Enemy?
you.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? Like I can hit them hard. My own worst enemy. You, yeah, dude.
yeah.
My God,
Yeah,
that was one of them songs that blew me like my socks off, bro. And
yeah.
I was like, and I thought that was about Massetti because Massetti made a little bit of something on Facebook or Twitter or something saying like, oh, they call me a narcissist, but this. And I was like, I see. And him and Massetti were super tight. Then he wasn't there. And that's all speculation, though.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's another one of those things where I know the story, but I'm not going to talk about it. Joker has other
I
songs.
respect that.
Joker has other songs where he is going to talk about it on the upcoming Trail Destructions. That's still in the works. I've heard all the
All
songs,
part
so
two.
yeah. Well, I think, is it part 2 or part 3? I don't remember, but fucking yeah. So I mean, it's all gonna get cleared out anyway, but I don't want to like spoil nothing. Um,
Don't worry,
but
I ain't gonna ask you to.
but I will say this: whatever Massetti experienced, I have absolutely not had the same experience. I've had nothing but good. And don't get me wrong, nothing's fucking perfect. You live with anybody for any amount of time, they're gonna drive you nuts, or vice versa, eventually.
Truth.
But
True.
like that's just life, man. You know, I can't live with my parents. That doesn't mean I don't love my parents. Like if I'm dating
Facts.
if I'm dating
Facts.
someone and I live with them, we're gonna get on each other's nerves too. That doesn't mean I don't love them. You know what I mean? Like it just happens. You know what I mean? And it's like, and Joker's been nothing but good to me, man. He pays all my bills. He puts a roof over my head. I got studio access. You know what I mean? So it's like there's nothing that anybody could say about the guy that I'm just like I'm going to agree with. You know what I mean? It's like
You know
he's
what? I appreciate that in a homie. Dead
yeah.
ass. Like I appreciate that for real.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And
Sorry to derail the conversation too.
no,
I didn't mean to get on that.
that's kind of my fault. I brought it up just because damn, I don't even remember why I brought it up. There was like a whole thing about it, but
Yeah, I was talking about some rappers and shit, and then something I don't even remember neither. We look back on it, you'll see
well,
it.
I think we can keep this in because I think people need to hear this shit from somebody else,
I'm there with it.
from somebody else's mouth other than his, because so many people talk shit about the man. It's disgusting.
Oh, that's
But
what it was. I brought up the Joker and I said he's a shitty human being. You're like, no, he's not. And I was like, how do you know? That's what it was.
that
And by the way, I will retract that statement right now
I appreciate that. Thank you very
because
much.
I want him to be a good person. You know what I
Oh,
mean? And
he
like,
absolutely is a good
I
person.
want him to be a good person.
We all got our shit though. Nobody's perfect. That's all I'll say is nobody's
Facts.
perfect. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, you know, just
And
once
feel
you
free to show him this if he ever asks about it. Be like, yo, this guy said you were shitty. Now he doesn't.
yeah, no, he'll appreciate that I stood up for him and publicly too. You know what I mean? Because he needs that. He needs fucking. There's people. He doesn't have enough people on the inside that will stand up for him because there's a lot of people that say that we're on the inside or at one point we're on the inside that will shit on him, and it's fucked up, man. So yeah, we're gonna
Can
keep
I
this
ask
in
one
here.
more question?
Yeah, absolutely.
What was with the Juggalo song? I thought he was shitting on Juggalos for a minute.
He was shitting on shitty Juggalo rappers that just use the Juggalo name to.
That's the lower left auxiliary Joker.
Yeah, he was just, you know, guys that don't have bars, they don't have style, they're just putting face paint on and just, you know, just riding on the coattails of ICP and the Juggalo fan base because, and I love Juggalos. I know I rock Juggalo shit super, super hard up until the point I realized it wasn't just about the music. There's some people that live, breathe, they're going to die Juggalos. And I don't ride for it that hard, but, you know, whoop, whoop, much clown love to everybody out there who's a Juggalo
Much
for
clown
sure.
love. Much
You know,
clown love. I used to be a Juggalo. Drop the hatchet.
yep, same. You know, to me, it's about the music. You know what I mean? Once you know, I rock with Joker, I rock with Gmo Ski, I rock with fucking a lot of people that the Juggalos don't show love for anymore, and that's not even all of them. There's a lot of Juggalos that still love those guys, but it's like it is what it is. But the thing is uh, Joker's perspective on music, and I can't speak for him entirely on this, but from what I understand, from what I pick up, is that he wants music to be a bit higher taste. Like when you look back at ICP's
Yep.
like Riddlebox, when you look back at Great
Oh,
Malenko, when you
Hall of Illusion. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
when you look back, yeah, you look back at their classic shit, like the production is popping, their sound was completely unique, and then at some point, like I don't want to say they fell off, but like I don't think their music today hits as hard as it did back then.
Well, it's the Wraith, dude. They planned
Yeah.
for the Wraith. They put all their shit into those 6 cards, and after that, it was like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Uh,
So
yeah.
so he was trying to pay homage to the original 6, trying to like spark a little bit of, you know, Juggalo love and magic, and you know, not everybody received it the same way because of the ICP disc, because of the lower left auxiliary Joker thing. Not everybody took it the same way, and
I
it's
love lower left auxiliary
oh,
Joker.
same. You know, absolutely, absolutely. You know what I
He
mean?
made a
Like,
point I couldn't actually publicly say, but I'll show people a song. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, exactly, exactly. But and the thing is there's a lot of juggalos that still rock with them. It's like that 20% or so, 17%, maybe 10% that are like he dissed ICP, he dissed juggalos. That's it. That's never again that do they give him that chance. So
All right, you know what? That's okay. And I honestly thought the Juggalo song was fire, and he got
yeah.
pulled over for it. So I was like,
Yeah,
whatever, ride for him.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I was there when we filmed that shit. Fucking I was driving the truck with the camera guy in the back where he was shooting all the lowriders in the street. Um And we all got pulled over and got tickets and shit like that. G Malone ripped up his ticket on fucking camera and shit. Shit was fucking boss, dude. It
That
was
shit's
dope.
wild. And then
Yeah.
I'm a juggalo breed. Tell me right now. I know
Yeah,
what the
man.
juggalos need. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, what?
Yeah, I provided like fucking like 70% of the merch for that fucking shoot, man. Like it was all my t-shirts and patches and fucking the one I think that really wasn't mine was the Jekyll jersey. That wasn't mine, but like all the other shit was, yeah, man, fucking like
Dude,
I
the
said, I
Jekylls
was,
is one of the most fire albums ever.
oh yeah, absolutely. I love them. So but to move on from all that,
Yeah. Sorry
uh
about that. Let's continue.
yeah, let's talk more about your shit. You just did Gorefest.
Absolutely.
How was that?
It was really awesome. That's that was the second show that we outsold everybody at, and I told the Roxy Scum, if you're watching, you're gonna hear this. I told the Roxy that we are now gonna be booked with them. You know, we're not any of these local acts. You know, we're gonna be booking shows at Cervantes. We already got shows for Millie's. Shout out Millie's. Shout out Jadakiss. We got shows for the Millie's tour that came out here to the Cervantes, but it just didn't work out with work schedules. We couldn't rock it, but honestly, like Gorefest was just a really awesome experience. We got a bunch of new fans, and I met a lot of people I didn't think I'd meet there because my boys came through from Arizona who are
Oh
on
yeah.
Grim Reality Entertainment,
Okay.
GRE. Like, oh man, shout out GRE as well. And yeah, dude, it was a really cool experience, man. It's a festival they hold. It was the 17th annual Gorefest.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go to Gorefest for years now. I still haven't made the trip out there, but fucking like my homie Freak Show performed. Chuckles is dope. I had him on the show.
Chuckles is dope.
Yeah, Jade the Nightmare is the homegirl. She was on the show also. So like,
Okay.
yeah, fucking
Oh, I met Smalls One. I don't know if anyone knows who Smalls One is,
yeah.
but I've been trying to meet Smalls One for years. I've been a big fan, kind of fangirl over here. You know what I mean? I was over here. I was like, Smalls One, finally, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like I was over here, stars in my eyes and shit.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know her personally, but I was a fan of her music for a long time. Also, man. Same thing with Scum. Don't know him personally.
They're good people.
I'm going to meet them one day. I swear by it. Swear by it. Hopefully,
hey, if you ever come to Colorado, I will personally introduce you to them.
Please do. And I do plan on coming to Colorado. I got my grandma's out there, my aunt's out there, so I do need to make a visit anyway. So
come see Grams and Auntie.
I know. I need to. Fucking maybe I'll do it next year. Right around Gorefest. Come out there for a week, visit family, do Gorefest. So
let me know, bro. I'll give you a personal tour.
Absolutely, that'd be sick. We'll fucking rock it, dude. How did you get involved with like how did you meet Scum and get involved with the whole thing? Is this your first Gorefest? Have you done it before?
Yeah, I have done Gorefest. I've done Black Xmas. I've done all those. When I told you I had that group Intelligent Design, that's where we started. Was we went to the Roxy. We opened up for a bunch of people. I've opened up for R.A. the Rugged Man four times, and he's pulled me on stage before, and that was one of the coolest things ever. I got the poster on my wall. But
shout out to R.A. Dude's cool as fuck.
Shout out to R.A. the Rugged Man. Rest in peace, motherfucking Gift of Gab. Shout out Afro, the big bro.
Yeah, both those dudes are the fucking shit, man. Love them.
Absolutely. But when I opened up for RA, it was with Intelligent Design, and like we tore the house down. We went to Cervantes and opened up for him, tore the house down. And so Scum and all their booking people, I happened to just get to know them through like the business process because I liked more the business side than my group mate did. And I got to know the ticket sales. I got to know the promotions. I got to know the security guards, and like the Roxy, everyone there just became my friend. And at that point, they just gave me some discounts when I performed their solo for Jeff Turner Music. Shout out Jeff Turner Music Team Backpack. Yeah. Oh, that was one of the coolest shows. But yeah, dude, I've known them for years. I've known Mom and Nicole for years. I was at their daughter's 18th birthday party at the Roxy. I performed that night. So like, yeah, I'm well interconnected. Those are my family.
Fuck yeah, man. That's super dope. Yeah, I've been a fan of them also. Insane Poetry, Donnie Menace, all those dudes. Fucking...
My God, the big bro IP, bro. Insane Poetry, man.
Dude, he's cool as fuck. Yeah, can't wait.
Father of Gorehop.
We've been going back and forth trying to get him on this podcast also. So it's like hopefully that'll be done by the end of the year. But
oh boy, let me get in his ear. Let me get in his ear. I can go to his house right now.
Please do, man. Please do. I'd love that. Fucking
Not really. I'm gonna go hit up the studio and see if he's there. But either way,
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna get him on here. I'm gonna help you.
Please, please do. I don't know. Shit. So, what are you working on next? You got another solo album coming up?
Honestly, I got a bunch of singles coming up.
Okay, okay.
My next one's gonna be more positive, like because I dropped what was it? I dropped Fighting with My Demons. Then
Mhm.
Empty Skies had a bunch of stuff just drop, and that Empty Sky stuff is deep, dark, punch you in the face type rap.
Okay.
So I like to do positive stuff, make you think stuff, towards storytelling stuff. And what's crazy, group mate Tony, you better listen to this, is because I really man, hold on. Yeah, I'm not gonna find my phone right now. We're gonna have to deal with that. But so Tony, if you're watching this right now, we need to do more storytelling because I can't do that with my group. And so that's why my solo career even exists. But I'm working on singles, and my next one's gonna be way more positive. It's called Bygones.
Okay.
Actually, hold up. My next one's Old Me. That's with Tina Bean. Shout out Tina Bean. But it's basically about the person that I used to be. I had 3 years of a coke addiction and 3 years of a meth addiction, and I came out of both of it with no rehab, no help, and no religion.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
All
it's kind
right.
of just about all that and how you got to leave the old you in the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the you now could never do, or the you back then could never do what the you now is doing.
Absolutely. No, absolutely for sure. It's a perspective that we get as we get older. You know, I sound like a fucking old man saying it, but like, you know, our parents used to say that kind of shit. You know, you'll understand when you're older. You know what I mean? But it's so fucking true, dude. It's so fucking true. You know, the experiences we have going through life.
Oh man, when my parents said I'd know when I'm older, I thought they were just liars. They're just trying to hold me off till dinner. You'll figure it out when you're
I
older.
thought the same thing too. I thought the same thing. That's why I still did stupid shit when I was a kid. But you know, yeah,
Yeah, I did way too much stupid shit as a kid,
yeah.
but I've only been in jail for a grand total of 14 hours. You know what I mean?
That's good, man. You know, I'm glad that I avoided the cuffs myself. You know what I mean? Fucking knock on wood in case something ever
Yeah,
comes back
fact.
to haunt me. You know.
Big old facts, bro. I actually just recently just got off of probation. Hopefully,
Oh,
by the time of the
congrats!
drop of this video, I'll have owned my gun. All right.
Hell yeah! Fuck yeah, man! Fuck yeah, man! What kind of gun are you gonna get?
I'm gonna get me a Hellcat Pro for my CCP. I'm definitely getting a carry concealed permit. I'm playing with niggas out here.
Fuck yeah, man! Fuck yeah! So, is it really? You know, I've never spent like a grand amount of time in Denver. Is it really that ghetto out there? I keep hearing stories.
My dude, we went from a cow town with only white people in the legends all the way to one of the ghettoest places ever and getting compared to California. Yes,
Really?
it's ghetto, but it's super dystopian because
Okay.
they market to rich people all in the suburbs. Like again, my rent is
Mm.
2,200 and I'm paying the least of everybody in my apartment complex. And I'm in a townhouse. Everyone around us, like we tried to downgrade to a 2-bedroom apartment and it would be $400 more to downgrade. Yeah, that's where we're at. And you go downtown and you have like the Denver Mint, and you literally have a homeless camp that's selling booze and prostitution in prostitution tents right next to the Denver Mint. It's super dystopian, bro. Like
Yeah, no,
it's wild as fuck out
it's
here.
like that out here in fucking LA too, like Skid Row and shit. It's fucking crazy. I was hanging out with this chick. Uh, she's a musician also. Saint, shout out to Saint Nicole, and she was just telling me about how like it's fucking crazy downtown. Like she's like the homeless people just be threatening her, chasing her, attack like
Oh
they'll
yeah.
like literally just straight up chasing her and shit like that. So it's like it's fucking wild. It's Wild West out here with these homeless people, man. It's
It
fucking
is, man. My mom won't even come back here, man. She used to live here, but she retired to Florida when she realized that life is bullshit and she's going to retire.
yeah,
She came back here a couple times and she won't come back because the homeless people literally, she's like probably like 5'2" white woman, you
mhm.
know, and she's walking by herself. These homeless people press her, you know, and
Yeah,
like I wish I'd be there and knock somebody's fucking block off. Anyway, it's a side
no.
story, but
Yeah, no, it's true though, man. If I could just and I don't know what the law is out there, but they're so fucking lenient on everything out here. I had homie, I don't even know who this guy is. I don't know why I'm calling him homie, but dude was sitting out here, uh, just smoking fucking crack or I don't know what it
yup,
was. It was one of those. It
probably
was one
that
of those.
blues, bro. Them fentanyls.
Yeah, probably he was just sitting there smoking it right outside of our condo complex. Cops were right there within eyesight. They saw him, and I'm just like, Like, what the fuck? Like, you're not gonna like shoot him. It's like they can't do nothing about it because he'll be out in 24 hours, 48 hours, or whatever, and doing it again. It's like there's no point even arresting these dudes. Just like I remember, I remember being like 14 years old, 15 years old, smoking weed under bridges,
My
paranoid
man,
that
yeah.
paranoid that we were gonna get fucking arrested and like thrown in jail and shit. And I'm like, no, dude, like I could have been just out in the street smoking weed with a joint or something, like because
Facts.
nowadays, it's like what, man, fucking a,
Facts,
man.
man. Yeah, it's wild to think about, man. Like these people literally are shooting up at the 7-Eleven that was next to my old work, bro. I walked up, old girl was literally passing out, bro. Her head was all like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And she's gone, bro. And I'm like,
Mhm.
ma'am, do you need water? And she just twitched once. She's like, "Ah." And I was like, I think you're all right. And I walked inside, got myself some chicken nuggets and left. So
Yeah, yeah, man.
like it's the truth, bro. That's fucked up. Do y'all have a
It sucks.
fentanyl crisis out there? Or is that just us?
I think it's growing. The thing is I have been so out of like what is going on with like who's taking what drugs. You know what I mean? I have been out of the loop for a long time because I haven't even smoked weed since. Okay, that's a lie, but I officially quit smoking weed in like 2018. Like on my birthday this last year, I fucking
I
had a
heard you
puff
can't
of a
smoke
joint, but
weed if you're Joker's roommate. Ha! I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
nah, he don't care. I mean, the thing is I'm with him on that though because I don't want the house and all my clothes smelling like smoke anyway.
Well,
So it's
also
like,
it's unprofessional. If he's got like a bunch of people coming through, I get it.
yeah, in a
I
expensive ass studio. You know what I mean? If we were Snoop Dogg or something, it'd be different. But like, but like, where was I going? Oh yeah, so like I quit smoking. I quit. Like I'm trying to stop drinking. So I don't know what people are doing these days. You know what I mean? Like back when I was in fucking high school or my early 20s when I was partying and hanging out with people. Like, I knew it was up, but now it's like fucking. I don't know. I don't even know. I hear people are doing fentanyl, but that's all news to me. So
Well, check this, man. So, 7/17, I lost my nephew to fentanyl.
ugh, sorry to hear that, man.
He's 20 years old. He was doing it for about 4 or 5 years, and he was repping GDs. Fuck all y'all. I don't care. But it's epidemic out here. Like it's to the point where people okay, y'all ain't gonna believe me. I guarantee you're not gonna believe me. But this dude rolled up to one of my friends' houses and he had no fingers. Okay. I'm talking from the first knuckle got cut off. And I was like, what the fuck happened to you? And he's undoing something in his pocket. And he's just like, oh man, I passed out on drugs during that snowstorm. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I got frostbite in all of my fingers. And
Jesus
I was like,
Christ.
oh, dude, he had no fingers. He didn't even have thumbs. And the dude unpacked it, and it was a freaking foily with 3 blue pills in it. And I was like, what the fuck is that? He's like, oh, that's fentanyl. Can you crush this for me? And I was like, nah, dude. What the fuck? Nah.
Yeah, fuck that,
Nah.
man. Like, you not learn your lesson. Where are all your fingers, bro?
Yo, dead ass, bro. Cause like everyone was all weird asking about it. I'm like, what the fuck happened to your fingers? Don't act like I'm not about to ask you about that. You don't come in here with no
Yeah.
fingers and just be cool with it, you know? And
Yeah.
freaking, he told me that and he continues to smoke fentanyl. That's how bad it is. I lost a 20-year-old nephew and this nigga has no fingers and can't quit.
Ugh.
You know what I mean? And it's not because he's homeless. Apparently he ran away from his mom's house or some shit who was trying to keep him sober. So like,
Yeah, that's the crazy shit. I know so many people growing up who ran away from home because they wanted to smoke meth or because they wanted to bang heroin or whatever, man. It's like,
oh yeah.
like, and they had good homes. It's like, why would you go live in a tent or run away or do some shit like that? And for that, why would you like? What is the trade-off here? Like, is that there's
I
no
think
way
it's
it's
because
that
they
good.
don't understand it, bro. They don't get the other side. They think it's just partying and all that, but that security that they feel is gone, and they don't realize that security's gone. They
Yeah,
think it's just, oh, I'll come home, it's all good. Nah, bro.
yeah,
And I want you to put this on your like
mhm,
little commercial or whatever you do right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
If you come to Colorado, do not come here for a better life. The shit will fuck you up.
Amen, man. Amen. I know a lot of people who move to different places, try to escape their demons, but their demons follow them wherever they fucking go, man.
Oh yeah, man, it's not, man. I wish I could even say that, but it's true though. It's true.
Mhm.
Cause the homie, I don't want to mention because he's gonna get mad at me. But the homie he came here from a different state because he was into crack and all this other shit. And he's like, I came here to get a better life. And I looked at him like he was stupid. And he started going, yo, what the fuck? And I was like, you clearly don't know Denver. And guess what? He got hooked on coke and was doing meth within 3 months of coming here to get clean. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And like, I've seen that happen to too many people. Don't come here to get clean. Do not do it. It's the land of sin. All right, don't do it.
Yeah, go to fucking Utah, man, where all the Mormons are.
You want to
go to Salt Lake
clean?
City.
You want to get clean?
Yeah,
hit
go.
the Mormons up.
Yeah, hang out with them. They'll get you. You'll quit drinking coffee, turn into a Mormon, man. Like you'll be clean as fuck, man. Nothing. You'll
Bro,
be straight edge as fuck.
Dude, my boy told me about a gang out there that's called Straight Edge, and they'll jump people for fucking. You know them?
Yes.
Oh no!
I had a homie who moved out there. And he's like, we got 3 gangs out here. We got the emo kids, we got the straight edge kids, and we got juggalos. Those are our gangs, bro.
Yo, he told me about he got jumped for smoking a cigarette outside a bar, and I was like, "What? You got to be kidding me!" I didn't think that was real until this exact moment.
I got to give a shout out to my homie Jesse Wilbur. I've known him since fucking elementary school, man. But yeah, he moved out there.
Shout out Jesse Wilbur.
Yeah, man. He fucking he said that him and his friends, he was hang out with the skaters and the scene kids, and they would get fucked with constantly by the straight edge kids because they smoke cigarettes and shit like that, man. Like, bro, it is insane.
Yo, out here in Colorado, the straight edge kids act like it's a disease to smoke cigarettes and weed. They don't fuck with nobody, bro. They're like, oh my God, that degenerate's gonna wind up in a crack house. That's a cigarette.
Yeah, that's how the fucking straight edge people are. It's like a religion out here. People go to fucking AA or fucking NA or something like that, and they find God and they get their little coins and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like,
that's why I had to say without religion, because everybody finds religion after drugs. You know, it's a common theme.
Hey, look, I'm not a fan of religion personally. I'm not religious. I'm not atheist, but I'm not religious. But if it helps them get clean and it helps them find happiness, by all means, they can keep that. You know what I mean? Like,
honestly, yeah, man, I'm gonna get some hate for this, but I started reading the Bible recently, and for some reason that has more of a reaction than me telling people I'm on coke or meth. Like, they're like, oh yeah, but if I'm reading the Bible, they're like, exactly. They're like, oh my God, you're gonna turn into a pious Jew. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Jesus Christ. And like, I've been reading the Bible, bro, and like a lot of the stuff, man, don't take it seriously. You know what I mean? But like, ultimately, it tells you to be a good person.
Yeah.
Other than like the stories of rape and murder, but we're gonna gloss over those. We're gonna cherry pick. So
yeah, well, that's what you're supposed to do. There's this guy. I've never read the Bible, but there is this scholar that's on TikTok that I listen to named Dan McClellan or something like that.
I've crammed across his videos.
Yeah, I love his fucking videos. He's the only person that I'll listen to talking about the Bible or religion in general, because he speaks like Hebrew and Greek and all that shit. So it's like, I trust his translations, and his whole thing is like, the Bible, it's all translations, and there's so many different Bibles because it's us trying to negotiate with the original text, trying to figure out like what is best for our modern society. You know what I mean? He's like, there are things that are meant to be left behind on purpose, and that's what separates Christianity from like Islam or the Quran, for instance, because the Quran has a specific text that says, like, you can't rewrite this, you can't retranslate it, you can't change it whatsoever, you can't add new stuff. This is the book, and it's like this forever. And you know, that's one of the things that really separates Christianity from like some of the other religions because of that.
I agree, man. That's like first of all, let's Scientology and Mormonism, which I'm not dogging on y'all. Okay. If you're even watching this ain't even your type of shit, I'm sure. But
I had a Mormon rapper on here actually not that long ago.
A Mormon rapper.
Yeah, Marcana Mex. He doesn't rap about being Mormon. He raps like cool shit. You dig his music.
Send me a link.
Yeah, Marcana Mex. Shout out to Marcana Mex. But
all right. You know, look, the Mormonism and the whole Scientology shit. Mormonism I never understood. I think the origins of it are absolutely silly. But you know what? If they can teach them to be better people, I don't give a shit. Because the world can use better people regardless. Oh, Scientology, absolutely. Though, that one is, look, I'm the hot take. But Scientology is one of the most brilliantly designed religions I've ever heard in my life. Because first of all, L. Ron Hubbard couldn't make a religion. So what did he do? He went out to international waters and made one.
Mhm.
He made a freaking religion in a sub, and now it was considered a religion, had cash tax immunity,
Mhm.
and now it doesn't. But it's all a crock of shit. But I have met a couple Scientologists I like, and
Mhm.
honestly, they're just like, hey, look, they tell you to let it out, and I feel nice, so I'm gonna let that out. And I'm like, okay, good,
Yeah.
do that.
It's
So
just it's just strange.
uh,
The whole thing is strange as fuck to me. The Scientology. I'll never understand putting fucking microtransactions on a religion. You know what I mean?
What
Like
are your thetan levels?
oh man, it's like if Activision made their own religion. You know what I mean?
damn shots at Activision.
So you said you stream since we're talking about Activision. You said you stream?
I do. I mean, not actually stream yet, but I do have a podcast with my friend called Critically Cynical.
Okay, what's it about?
Honestly, man, it's about the current events and when the election comes up and everything. From the first time we see an election commercial, we are streaming every time, every
Okay.
night. And it's going to be something that we want to cover. But
Oh yeah.
ultimately, I'm critical and he's cynical about the world. So we named it Critically Cynical. We do
Okay.
ghost videos, which, by the way, Midwest Ghost Hunter, if you ever watch this, you're fake. I don't believe you. All right. But
Yeah.
we're critical about ghost videos, religion videos, just stupid stuff, politics,
Mhm.
YouTubers who like the YouTube news reporters, you know what I mean? The people who
Yeah, yeah,
follow every
yeah.
current event. We
Mhm.
follow those people like Atozy, shout out Atozy. But yeah, it's just basically covering all that, and we're trying to get it off the ground at the
Okay.
moment. So yeah, we're starting a Patreon and all of that. But yeah, typical at the moment. We don't have a focus, probably political in the long run.
Okay. Well, that's dope, man. I'll definitely give it a follow when it's out. Is it out
Hey, thank
currently?
you. We have one episode out currently, but
On
I can link you.
Spotify or yeah, send me the link. But like if it's on YouTube, Spotify, let the people know. So if anyone listening to this can go follow it also.
Of course, it's on Facebook right now,
Okay.
and I think it might be on YouTube. I'm gonna have to put a link in the bottom of this video. I'll send him by the time it comes out. So check that out when you can.
Perfect. Perfect, man. Let's see. Think what else is there? We talked about a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit
Oh
we weren't
yeah.
planning on talking about too. So talking about new music you got coming up, uh any projects with um fuck it's I know it's skies. What is it? Please remind me again.
Empty skies.
Empty skies. I keep wanting to say open skies. It's not okay.
That's
Empty
okay.
skies. Any albums coming out for that? Or because I know you said you dropped some singles.
Yeah, we do have a project that we're working on right now. We're also releasing on Friday, fucking 5 days from now. So it's gonna be super late. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
But
it's all good.
we have a project or a remix coming out from the Beat Nuts Off the Hook. I don't know if you guys anything know about the Beat Nuts, but
Yeah, fuck
yo,
yeah.
they're nuts.
Yeah.
So we're doing a remix of that, and then we have another one we're writing, and he's probably gonna be mad at me for saying this, but Black Rob like whoa. You know that song?
I do not.
Oh man, do yourself a favor and look
Okay.
that up. Fuck it, yeah.
Okay. I know Black Rob,
You
but I
don't
don't know
know
the
me,
fuck.
money. It's like whoa. Gotta
Okay,
need to
okay.
know me, something. It's like whoa. Oh yeah, fantastic song. But we're doing a remix over that, and then we have a song coming out. We just released our song "Golden Palisades," which
Okay.
produced by Hanzo Blades of Grime Wave. Shout out Grime Wave. Freaking shout out Mo Ruckus for our feature.
Hell yeah.
Shout out freaking E-Nails, grind mode cipher, and my god, a lot of people.
Okay.
But yeah, we have that song that just came out, and then we have another song releasing, and then we have our album NSFW, not songs for the week.
Okay. Okay. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah,
we're
man.
working on that right now. We have the cover art for it and 2 songs, but we also have a feature from my brother G Moski on that.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Shout out to Gmo for sure.
Huge shout out to my brother.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck, man. Fucking I promoted a show for him way back in 2014 when he was on the fuck, what tour was that? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, was that the Cess Crew UBI tour?
Nah, that was before that. Or it was around the same time, maybe, but it was his first solo tour, I believe.
Oh, that was the one before that. I have a
Yeah.
picture of me, him, and Kevin McLean, and the dude I was intelligent design with. I'll send you that for promo if you
Hell
like.
yeah. Yeah, for sure, definitely. But yeah, fucking he's just such a fucking cool dude, man.
Honestly, he's the realest motherfucker I know. This fool came to
Yeah.
Colorado and kicked a man in the face on a drop kick.
I
Bro,
saw that video.
Yo,
Man.
and what's crazy about that is I was right behind him, bro. I freaking, as soon as he dropped, bro, you can see me in the video putting a haymaker in, bro. And freaking, yeah, I'm not gonna drop dude's name, but yeah,
Yeah.
like
No,
it was a bad time. But you know, Gmo stopped the whole show. Say, you bought a ticket to my show, nigga. You bought a ticket to my show. Huh? What is it? And then freaking jumped off the stage and put his damn sneaker so far down this man's throat he was shitting fucking souls. I ain't even lying.
Fuck, man, that is dope, man. Fucking man, great times in this genre and this scene, man. Great times for sure.
Absolutely, bro.
So let's quickly promote again, because I know you mentioned something. You got other shows coming up.
At the moment, we don't have any other shows, but we
okay.
are trying to get the next King ISO tour that's going to be coming out to Denver, Colorado. We're going to be rocking that without a doubt. So if you want to see Empty Skies and all of our whatever the fuck we do, then come to the King ISO show, Denver, Colorado. Put in the date of whatever it's going to happen if it comes up.
Okay. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, man. So I got I got my 2 things that I end every show with, and then I got one last question.
All right, I'm ready for it.
Tell me about your introduction into being a juggalo when you were a juggalo. Tell me about that.
Holy shit.
Tell me about that time of your life.
I got kicked out of my school, East High School, well before I became a juggalo, but it made me get sent to an alternative school because I got kicked. Funny enough, freaking, I went to one school and they kicked me out because I bought brass knuckles on campus, and big deal. I never brought them back, but I got kicked out. Then I went to East High School, and when I went to East High School, they kicked me out because I was an at-risk teen for suicide. And I was like, oh, Jesus, poor you. And then I went to an alternative school. So the thing about the alternative schools, when I walked in the first day, just a sea of like 55 hatchet men. And I was like, what the shit? Am I in a gang school? You know, and then I freaking walked up and this kid, I bumped into him and I was like, yo, my bad, dog. He's like, I'm good. Opened his mouth and there were 2 tabs of acid on it and he spun in a circle away from me. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And we had a smoke pit. And my introduction to a juggalo, if anyone knows the answer to what is a juggalo back in the day, you know the answer is, what is a juggalo? A juggalo? You ask what it is? Well, fuck if I know. Yep. Okay. And so I was a dumbass and went in the smoke pit. I was like, hey, so what's this juggalo thing? And this dude looked around and he said, what's a juggalo? 40 kids screamed in my face, what is a juggalo? A juggalo? You ask what it is? And that was my first introduction to it. And I was like, you know, this is some chaos I can get behind. Because these people were a community, man. It wasn't like just friends you see in the hallway. These people let me sleep on their floor when I had no place. They fed me. They gave me the clothes off their back. They shared lunch with me. They bought me food. These were some of the most wholesome people I ever met. And my family life was shit. Then I'm sorry, mom and dad, but it was not good. Okay. But yeah, it was shit. And I went and joined them. And honestly, it showed me a lot about how good people can be, given the chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one thing I got to give to the juggalos, man. They know how to treat people like family. You know what I mean? Like the hospitality in that fucking scene
it's out of control.
Yeah.
And then like I've heard a lot of people be like, damn, you're friends with dirt bags. I was like, okay, look, have you listened to ICP's music? They literally draw the people in who've been called dirt bags, who've been called losers, who've been called nothing. That's the people they rally for. And you're mad that they're themselves? Eat a dick before you start judging. You know what I mean? And that's why I like juggalos so much, because I got called that my whole life, and it sucked. And I vibed with them, man. They cool as fuck.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I agree with that for sure. Well, so these are the last 2 things.
Let's go.
Shout outs. Any more? We shouted out a ton of people already, but anyone else you want to shout out?
Man, I'm probably going to make a compilation of all the shout outs I said on here. Whether you do it or I do it, someone's doing it.
We easily could.
Well, first and foremost, shout out the Joker. I am sorry I was wrong about you, and I wish I could do more research, but you try to make yourself as obscure as possible online.
Yeah,
So
that's on purpose for sure.
definitely, and I respect your work. I respect you as a person. This man has changed my mind. So definitely give him a pat on the back, buy him a beer, do something.
He buys me beers all the time, so we're Gucci. But
Man, buy him a bomber then. Buy him a damn bomber. All right, little $11.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
But out of everybody that I gave a shout out to, I hope he sees this. I hope they see this. Shout out Outer Space. Shout out Vinny Paz. Shout out Self-Titled. Shout out Apathy. Shout out Stu, the enemy. Stoop, the enemy of mankind. I don't know why I want to keep saying Stu, but Stoop, the enemy of mankind.
Yeah.
Y'all got me on this hardcore journey as long as I've been on it, along with G-Moski. As soon as Innermost Hate came out, you guys changed my fucking life. You know what I mean? You changed the whole arc of it. So shout out all y'all. And honestly, shout out my moms, shout out my pops.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. And I hope they see this show too. I don't know who watches it all the time, so it doesn't tell
I'm
me.
gonna send it to them, bro. I'm sending this to everybody got shouted out. Be like, hey, bud, I talked about you.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. So you were about to say something before I rudely interrupted you.
No, you're okay. I just want to give the last shout out to my aunt who lives out there in North Hollywood. She's been living she's been living in Hollywood for a long time. LA, she's been living there before the Watts riots. She bleeds LA, like up and down. She bleeds LA. She used to work for Capitol Records, MC Hammer, and all that shit. Like, just shout out my aunt. Man.
That's only 15 minutes away from me. So
yeah, man. Then hell yeah, definitely shout out my aunt. I miss you, auntie.
Definitely. Hell yeah, man.
That's it. I promise, bro.
Okay. All right. So this is the big one. This is the one that I ended all, and I have to shout out to my homie Avid the MCA. I don't shout him out enough on this show, but he's the one that he used to run a podcast also where he interviewed artists, and I stole this from him, so I got to give him love.
Okay.
If you could give some advice to an up and coming artist, what would it be?
Get paid. I don't care what it is. I don't care what you think you're worth. Your time is worth it. Charge people right here. Charge that man or that woman for that feature. Charge that videographer if he wants you in his scene. You know what I mean? Like, videographers, same with you. If you're coming up, charge that rapper, charge that artist, charge that singer, charge them. It's worth it. I'm telling you, man. I'm 30 right now, and if I could tell any of y'all anything, charge them. Your time is worth it. Nobody's free unless they in your squad, and your squad doesn't consist of more than 5 people, in my opinion. So charge everybody. Your time is worth it.
All right. That's simple enough, straight to the point, but fucking
absolutely.
Hell yeah, man, for sure. Charge people. There's a lot of times where, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of times where I did shit for free just because, and I don't regret it, but it didn't pay my bills. It didn't put food on my table. It didn't make it easier for me to move out of my mom's house. You know what I mean? To not charge people. So
exactly. And like, it's the fact that you're spending your energy and your time that you could be doing something creative. You could be doing something to further yourself, getting shit done around the house, literally anything other than being here for free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely, man. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure getting to meet you and getting to talk to you, and love your music, love hearing it. Fucking,
I appreciate that, brother.
Can't wait to hear the new stuff, and I'm gonna go check out Empty Skies right after this.
Please do, man.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Thank you for everybody watching. Hope you had a good night. Thank you, brother.
Of course, man. You have a good night too.
Bye.
See ya.